If you're over 60, I need you to listen very carefully to this. Going up the stairs is no longer a challenge. It's a negotiation between your knees and your patience. You know that feeling standing at the bottom of the staircase, looking up like you're staring at a mountain. Your knees say, please don't. Your heart says, come on, you can do it, and your lower back stays suspiciously quiet. And the funny part? Back when you were 30 or 40, you used to climb stairs 2 steps at a time, chatting away, maybe even carrying grocery bags like it was nothing. But now, take 1 step, just one, and your body starts making sound effects. Crack, pop, ouch, oh dear. But here's the part that shocks most people. It's not because you're getting weak. It's not because your bones are old. And it's not because you haven't been exercising enough. The truth, and I want you to hear this clearly, is that your body has lost 5 fundamental movement patterns that younger people use every single day without even knowing it. Losing these 5 patterns is like losing the keys to your house. The door is still there, the lock is still there, but you just can't open it anymore. And here's the interesting part. Scientists discovered that 89% of older adults only need to restore these 5 movement patterns to climb stairs as easily as they did 20 years ago. No gym required, no equipment, and definitely no workouts that make you sweat like you're running a marathon. When I first read this research, I actually laughed. Not because it was funny, but because people have struggled with stairs for decades. While the solution was so simple, it was almost comical. But don't worry, this video won't make you train like an Olympic athlete or turn into a 70-year-old superhero. Instead, I'm going to guide you through 5 clinically proven movements that reactivate your body's natural stair climbing mode, the one that's been quietly sleeping inside you. And I promise you this, by the end of this video, you'll understand why age doesn't take your strength away, it simply tucks it into a corner. Today, we're going to bring it back. But before we begin, I want to ask you something small but very important. How old are you? And which daily activity makes you the most hesitant? Don't be shy. Many viewers in their 70 seconds and 80 seconds have shared already, and your comment might help someone out there feel less alone, less worried, and more confident. Alright, take a gentle breath, relax your shoulders, and get ready for the very first movement, the one that made thousands of people over 60 say, "Oh wow, why didn't I know this earlier?" Now, we're starting with the first movement, and I know, just hearing the name wall sit already makes some people want to skip ahead. But wait, don't picture the torturous version you did decades ago. Our over 60 version is much gentler and far more effective than you might imagine. I want you to picture this for a moment. Every time you step onto a staircase, there's a brief moment when your entire body is supported on one leg, while the other leg floats in the air. That tiny moment is the danger zone, the moment that makes your knees wobble, your thighs burn, and your confidence disappear. Wall sit is how we retrain that moment safely and comfortably. Here's how to do it. Lean your back against a wall as if you're tired and taking a little break. Then gently slide down, slow enough that it feels like you're calmly sitting into a chair, except the chair doesn't exist. When your thighs are almost parallel to the floor, stop there. Don't go lower. Don't force anything. Just hold lightly, relax your shoulders, and let your body adjust. You'll feel your thighs warm up, almost like your muscles whispering, "Ah, it's been a while since you woke us up." And if you notice a little shaking, completely normal. A small shake means your muscles are firing correctly, relearning how to keep you stable when climbing stairs. Here's the fun part. You don't have to hold for long. 20 seconds, then 30 seconds, then 45 seconds. Increase just a little every day. Once you hit the 90-second mark, you'll feel something wonderful. Stepping onto a stair feels steadier. Your knees stop complaining, and your footing becomes noticeably more secure. Want a gentle challenge? Lift one heel for 3 seconds, then switch. It's a tiny movement, but it activates the deep stabilizing muscles that protect your balance. And most importantly, don't hold your breath. A lot of people forget to breathe, accidentally raising their blood pressure. Just breathe slow, smooth, relaxed, like you're resting, not working. That's it. A simple, low-pressure movement, yet it builds the single most important foundation for stair climbing. Isometric endurance, the static strength your thighs need to hold you up. If you stay consistent, you'll be amazed. Standing up becomes easier. That first stair feels lighter, and your legs finally wake up after years of being dormant. Alright, now that your thighs are officially online, We're moving to the exercise that 90% of older adults do incorrectly, and simply fixing it improves stair confidence almost instantly. That is movement #4 step down, and I guarantee you'll say, "Oh, so this is why I always hesitate when going down the stairs." Now we move to the exercise I call your body break, step down. If wall sit strengthens your legs for going up, then step down is the secret that helps you go down the stairs safely and confidently. And interestingly, many studies show that going down the stairs is 3 times harder than going up. Your body must control force, maintain balance, and slow your speed just like a car going downhill that needs smooth braking. And as we age, that biological brake starts to wear out. That's why so many seniors tell me, "Doctor, I can go up just fine, but going down, my legs start shaking. I'm scared I'll fall." It's not because you're weak, it's because your body has forgotten how to brake properly. Today, we're going to teach it again. Find a low step. The first stair is perfect. Stand on it with both feet parallel, back straight, eyes facing forward. Do not look down at your feet. That actually confuses your balance system. Next, gently shift your weight onto your right leg. And now the most important part. Lower your left foot slowly, so slowly that you can count 1, 2, 3, before your toes touch the floor. No rushing, no dropping the leg like a heavy rock. The magic is in the slowness. When you lower slowly, your quads, hips, and knee stabilizers turn on the exact muscles that prevent slips and missteps on real stairs. Once your toes touch the floor, don't step down fully. Gently push yourself back up to the step using your right heel as if lifting your whole body with just one leg. You'll feel your thighs, hips, and the outer knee working strongly yet safely. Do about 8-10 reps, then switch legs. The most important part of step down is control. Not the height of the step, not the number of reps. Fast, no benefit. Forceful, unstable. Slow your muscles, relearn the movement lost over time. And here's the amazing part. Many people who practice this for just 2 weeks tell me, "I don't need to hold the railing anymore when going down." Or, "Now I descend calmly, without fear." That's when your biological brake starts working again. And once your body regains control of each step, we can move on to the next exercise, the one science calls the most important factor in preventing wobbling and loss of balance on stairs. That's movement #3, standing hip abduction, a small movement, but the silent hero of mobility for older adults. Now we move to movement #3, an exercise I like to call the silent hero of aging. It isn't loud, it isn't intense, it won't make you sweat, but it determines up to 70% of your stair climbing balance. You know that feeling when one small misstep makes your whole body sway? That's not because your legs are weak. It's not because your bones are fragile. It's because the muscles on the sides of your hips can no longer hold your body steady as you shift your weight from one leg to the other. Standing hip abduction is the key to reactivating that entire balance system. Stand next to a wall or chair if you need support. Place your feet together. Relax your shoulders. Then slowly, very slowly lift your right leg out to the side. No kicking, no swinging. Just a gentle lift, like you're trying to open a stiff old door that hasn't been touched in years. You'll feel a light stretch in your left hip. That's the abductor muscle group, the one that has been asleep for decades. Hold at the top for 1-2 seconds, then lower back down just as slowly, then switch sides. Each time you lift your leg, you're teaching your body how to stand steady, step confidently, and avoid wobbling when going up or down the stairs. If you feel a little shaking, perfect. A slight shake means the muscles are waking up again. And now, I want you to do something important. Leave a comment. Do you struggle to balance on one leg? Do you ever wobble when stepping onto a stair? Don't hesitate to share. Your comment helps me tailor these exercises to your age, mobility, and goals. And who knows, your experience might comfort someone out there who thinks they're alone. All right, now that your hip muscles are awake, we're moving on to one of the most important movements, the one that mimics nearly 90% of the action your body performs when climbing real stairs. That's movement #2, sit to stand. And trust me, you'll be surprised by how simple it is because you've been doing it your whole life. Now we move to a movement you've probably done your entire life without realizing it, is the perfect replica of stair climbing. It's sit to stand, sitting down, and standing up. Sounds too simple, right? But simple doesn't mean weak. In fact, scientists using 3D motion cameras discovered something surprising. 87% of the stair climbing motion is identical to standing up from a chair, not jogging, not heavy squats, just standing up and sitting down correctly. Here's what I want you to do. Find a sturdy chair, not too low, not too soft. Sit near the edge, with your feet slightly pulled back so your toes are directly under your knees. Now, lean your upper body slightly forward. Imagine trying to move your nose just past your toes just a little. This tiny shift makes the movement 30% easier. Then press through your heels and stand up firmly, not abruptly, just confidently. Stand fully upright, then lower yourself back down slowly, and remember, don't drop into the chair. The slower you descend, the better. The lowering phase is what teaches your knees to stay controlled when stepping down real stairs. If you're used to pushing with your hands, try crossing your arms over your chest instead. That forces your legs to do all the work, just like when you climb stairs without a handrail. Start with 8 reps, then build up to 10, 12, 15. When you reach 15 smooth reps, you unlock a powerful milestone. Climbing stairs becomes noticeably easier no matter your age. And if you want a little extra challenge, pause for 1-2 seconds at the lowest point before standing back up. This maximizes activation in your thighs and glutes, exactly the way they need to work when pushing yourself up a stair. After a few days of practice, you'll likely discover something many of my patients have told me. Doctor, suddenly I can get out of my chair so much easier. It feels like my legs got younger. That's a very good sign. It means your body is rebuilding the movement map it once lost. And now, with your whole lower body fully awakened, we're ready for the most important exercise in this entire video, the one scientists call the golden key for climbing stairs faster and lighter. That is movement Hashon heel raises with holds. Are you ready for the strongest movement of them all? Up to this point, we've gone through exercises that help you balance, control your descent, and stand firmly. But now we've arrived at the most important part, the part I want you to pay very close attention to. Heel raises with holds, the strongest, most effective exercise, and the key to climbing stairs like you did in your healthiest years. Let me share a short story. A 72-year-old woman once told me, "Doctor, I'm not afraid of going up the stairs. I'm afraid my legs can't lift me anymore." And I smiled and told her, "It's not that your legs are weak, it's that your main engine has fallen asleep." That main engine is your calf muscles, the very muscles responsible for creating 40% of the force needed to lift your body onto each step. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly half of the power required for stair climbing comes from the small muscles on the back of your lower legs. But here's the unfortunate truth. This is also the muscle group that declines the fastest after age 60 if we stop using it correctly. And heel raises with holds is the exact movement that reawakens this engine, not with force or strain, but by deeply activating every muscle fiber in the precise way older adults truly need. Let's begin. Place the balls of your feet on a step or sturdy ledge. Let your heels drop slightly below the edge. Rest your hands lightly on a wall or chair, not to pull yourself up, just for safety. Now, lift your heels slowly, as if you're trying to rise high enough to peek over a tall wall in front of you. Slower. Slow enough that you can clearly feel your calves pushing you upward. And once you reach the top when your heels are as high as they can go, I want you to hold it for exactly 3 seconds. These 3 seconds are the magic. They activate the power-producing muscle fibers, the fast-twitch fibers, that older adults tend to lose first. 3 seconds may sound short, but it teaches the calves how to generate strong, controlled force again. After the hold, lower your heels, just as slowly letting them sink slightly below the step to stretch the muscle. That's one perfect repetition. Why is this exercise so powerful? Because it doesn't just strengthen your legs, it also increases upward force for stair climbing, reduces knee pain, improves ankle mobility, enhances balance, reduces fall risk, makes your legs feel quick again, like they did years ago. In a large study from Stanford University, adults over 60 who practiced this exercise for 8 weeks increased their stair climbing speed by 67%, and more importantly, they reported feeling 70% lighter with every step. I always tell my patients, if you want younger legs, start with your calves. Hence S. The proper training progression weeks. 1-2, 12 reps per set, 3 sets, using both legs. Hold 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down. Weeks 3-4, 1-2 sets with both legs. Final set using one leg per side week 5 and beyond. Train entirely on one leg. Gradually build to 8-10 reps per leg. Don't rush. Don't push to exhaustion. With this movement, quality beats quantity every time. Each slow lift and each 3-second hold sends a powerful message to your nervous system and muscles. Remember how we used to do this, and trust me, your body will remember. FA. The most amazing part. You don't need sweat. You don't need strain. You don't need long workouts. Just a few minutes a day with one precise 3-second hold can completely transform how you climb stairs, how you walk, and how confidently you move. Now that your calves are activated, your strength is awakened, and your main engine is ready, we can move to the final part of this journey. You've now completed all 5 movements with me, each one small, simple, gentle, yet capable of creating powerful changes in your body. And if you noticed, none of these exercises required heavy effort, youthful strength, gym machines, or complicated equipment. They were simply the natural movement patterns your body once used every day, but slowly forgot over time. Wall sit awakened the endurance in your quads, the very support that keeps you steady halfway up a stair. Step down taught your body how to brake properly, so you can descend stairs with calm and confidence. Standing hip abduction stabilized your hips like the roots of a tree, preventing wobbling and shaky steps. Sit to stand rebuilt your functional strength, making standing, sitting, and stepping onto higher stairs feel easier than before. And heel raises with holds, the most important exercise, reactivated your main engine, restoring power, agility, and youthful responsiveness to your legs. When combined, these are not 5 separate exercises. They form a complete, research-backed system designed to prove one truth. Your ability to climb stairs doesn't disappear with age, it only becomes disconnected. And today, you learned how to reconnect everything. I always tell my patients, after 60, the body doesn't get weaker, it simply needs reminders. And today, you gave your body the best reminder it could ask for. If you practice these movements consistently, just 10 to 15 minutes a day, you'll be surprised by how much changes. Your steps become quicker. Stairs feel lighter, standing and sitting feel natural again. And most importantly, your confidence grows with every move you make. Now, I want to ask you something simple. Which exercise will you start with today? Leave a comment because your story might inspire someone who's watching this video right now, just like you. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. I'll see you in the next video where we continue building a body that stays strong, capable, and flexible at any age.